Here we go. This is the DJI Mini 5 Pro. It's a late December flight. Let's see if we can find our takeoff spot here. There it is. What do you know? It's a beautiful day out, late December. It's about 55 degrees. So can't ask for much more than that. We're going to get the Mini 5 Pro up and get a little wind in her skirt. Or find herself where she needs to be. Take her up to 21 feet, like DJI suggests. And we're off for a flight. We're gonna try some speed here. Here we go. Boom. Lots of fun. Anyway, we're gonna take her up. We're gonna head north here. We're going over the wildlife area right now in the park area. Lots of people out walking on the trails, and then we're gonna go out and see what we can find. Now, if you look at the gimbal, it's pretty straight today. The horizon is straight, so the DJI tilt isn't into effect yet. Like I said, lots of people out at the park on these walking trails, so we're going to stay out of their way and just go exploring, see what we can find. Really liking the DJI Mini 5 Pro. I probably fly it and my Mini 4 Pro and the Air 3S the most out of all the drones that I have. Excuse me. There you can see that walking trail. It curves around through there. That's a lot of fun going on that trail there. Lots of wildlife to see. We've got a lot of deer. In fact, we're running a managed hunt in this area right now, bow hunt for deer. Trying to thin them out a little bit. Okay, ooh, look at that pond down there. Look how blue that is. That sure looks pretty. The Mini 5 Pro flies really, really well. She seems a tiny little bit susceptible to the wind more than my Air 3S is, and I think they're rated the same as far as wind resistance or whatever you want to call it. But the weight of the Air 3S just makes it a lot more stable. You can blow the Mini 5 Pro around with a leaf blower, and I've done it quite a bit where the Air 3S won't hardly move doing the same thing. Anyway, we're going to take off down here and head to this wooded area down here near this soccer field and see what we can see. She looks pretty good today. And as you can see, no color, late December. This is the day after Christmas. Hope you all had a great Christmas, a very blessed Christmas, and wish the best for you for the upcoming new year. Now we got that out of the way. There's a soccer field down here that I used to fly over all the time. It's up to the top of the screen. You can see it. It's green up there. That's where the green grass is. We just ended up a managed deer hunt in this area also to thin out the deer a little bit. And this little river you see there, that dirty old river, is called the Little Blue River. It may look blue from the sky, but boy, she is not real clean. I don't think I want to eat it. There's a lot of catfish in there, but a lot of other junk too. Make me not want to eat them. And I love to fish. So here we go. You can see some cedars down there. We're headed towards the soccer field. We'll see if we can get down there that far. Really, really like this drone. She ranked right up there with my Mini 4 Pro. As far as range, signal, and distance and things like that, it's about the same. I don't see any improvement really over my Mini 4 Pro. As far as range, signal strength, maybe about the same too. I mean, if there's any difference, it's just a scoshy bit, not much. Here's the soccer field right now. Looks like everything's taken down for the. I still see the soccer nets there. I was going to say they may have taken them down for the year, but I still see where some of the nets were or are. And still following this river, I noticed this blue pond or lake over here by these apartments on the left, or these condominiums, whatever they are. So we're going to kind of shift gears and shift over that way. That's a railroad track you see running up through the woods there around there. And believe it or not, I think I'm hearing a train. out in the distance. So we'll see how that goes. Trains and train tracks. Grew up around them when I was a kid. Love them. A lot of kids I know used to put pennies on a train track, and after the train had run over them, they'd be so big, and sometimes you could still see the picture of Lincoln on the penny. Ah, I'm turning around here now. I'm hearing a train whistle. Let's go back up the tracks here and see what we can see. Well, I like that lake there. I wouldn't mind putting a fishing line in there. It must be some kind of, I don't know. It looks like you would have to have a place on that lake to be able to fish it or use it. I'm guessing. I don't think it belongs to the city. Although I could be wrong about that. I'll have to look into that and see what I can find. Anyway, I'm coming back up here. You can see the little blue winding around through the woods here. And a walking trail, too, right along the little blue there. But I'm sure I hear a train in the distance. So we're going to come back up here and see what we can see. If we can see what we can see. So far, I don't see anything. Could my ears be deceiving me? No, I don't think so. Now we're headed due south. And going into the wind a little bit, so we got a headwind here, so not making as much time. That's what I'm looking for. Here she comes, locomotive and all. I tell you what, on this track, there's some long trains come by. Here we go. Let's see if we can catch this right here. Boy, how'd you like to live in one of those houses right next to that track right there? It'd be a fun time when that thing came by 5 times a day, and I know the trains come through there at least 5 times a day. We'll see how we can keep up with this. We're just in normal mode here. Didn't want to use sport mode because I wanted to make sure I had enough battery to get back. And I can't tell from where I'm at exactly what that train is hauling. I see 2 locomotives up front. The trains that usually come here usually are coal trains carrying coal, or some kind of fuel, oil tankers and things like that come through there also. Well, I don't see anybody out fishing on that lake, boy. That's where I'd be right now. We've got a lot of homeless people living in these woods here along this railroad track. I bump into them from time to time when I'm out scouting around looking for deer sign and stuff like that. Coming into some cedars now. That kind of looks neat in another neighborhood. Okay, we followed her about as far as we're gonna. We'll do a spin here. There's the little blue and the soccer field. Those look like empty coal cars to me, and bunches of them. It's not unusual for trains to come through here, this area there. I'm at 2 times zoom now. You can see down into them coal cars. We'll stay over here to the side a little bit. It's not unusual to have 150 to well over 200 cars on these trains. It's going back north, pick up some more coal, I guess. May have some empty oil tankers on it too. Let's see. Okay, we're back to 1 power now on the zoom. I guess I could have just rolled the wheel and done the same thing on it, but I wanted to do it quickly, so I did. Now you can tell. I haven't been counting these things, but there's a crap load of cars on this train. Holy cow. Here we come. Now we're coming into some oil tankers. Look at that. And it's still going. Like I said, I don't know. I like the train sounds, being around trains, but I don't know if I'd want to have my house 100 foot from the track necessarily. Boy, they put them houses in there every which way they can. Look at how they're doing that on the right. Wow. They jammed them in there the best they could, got as many in there as they could. So there she is. We're going to leave her go. And we're going to boogie on back. There's the tail end of the train right there. I didn't count them, but there was a mess of cars on there. So we're going to kind of head back towards where we're at now. There's the tilt, a little bit of DJI tilt on the horizon. Wanted to zoom to make sure I was going the right direction, and I am. And what I wanted to fly over there is that pond that we passed over, so I see myself standing there, so I know I'm headed the right way. Well, I think the DJI ban has gone into effect. The FCC has banned any drones from China, including DJI and Autel, any new drones from being imported in that don't already have an FCC okay on them. So it is going to come down to only being able to buy USA drones pretty soon, made in the USA, and there aren't any as good as DJI, and I don't think there will be for a long time. And once there are, you're probably going to pay 3 or 4 times more for one than you would from DJI or Autel. So not a good thing for the drone community, but it is what it is. So fly them while you got them. They break down, you're probably going to have a brick there, a very expensive brick, because you won't be able to send it out and get it fixed and try to get it back into the States past customs. They're not going to like that. And the people that work on my water tower. Another one of my weaknesses. Let's head over there real quick. The people that work on them are not going to end up having parts. So you will have a flying brick that may not fly too much longer once something happens to it. We're going to head over here to this water tower and check it out. You've seen it a couple times. Sucker for water tower too. Love to fly around them. This one's a pretty new one. It's only been up about 2 years now since it's been completed. And it belongs to 2 different cities. I think that short one down there on the ground, that holding tank or whatever that is, I think it belongs to another city, and this one belongs to another city. So, because the property line runs right up through there somewhere. Anyway, we'll do a manual rotation around this tower. I'm in normal mode, so it's not going to be the smoothest. Didn't have time to put her in cine mode. Wanted to make sure I got back with enough battery left. So we'll just do a manual rotation for you. It should be not too bad for normal mode and in a hurry. That's pretty neat. Like that. All I need is another train. I'll go chase it and run out of battery, probably. It'd be nice if these drones would carry 2 batteries and you could switch from one to the other, but the weight of it would be prohibitive, probably. And the cost of it also would be prohibitive. So, okay, we've done that. There's your rotation for you. And there is the high line right there. That's an electrical high line coming back through the park area. And the one on the left is a natural gas pipeline. So we'll head back here. Ooh, nice group of cedars there. This all has a managed hunt going on for white-tailed deer right now with Bo. So they've taken, I don't know, I think they've taken about 25 deer out of this area during the managed hunt, which will be over in another week and a half or so. I like walking through this area here looking for shed whitetail antlers. find a few of them. Here we come back up. Now headed back up through the park area. See if we can get back. I'm going to do a return to home here. Let's see if we can get a precision landing. I wanted to check that out. There's a little tilt on the horizon, but not bad. As a rule of thirds go, it doesn't look too bad. So we'll see if we can get a decent precision landing here. We just ended this flight up before a bunch of people came and 5 or 6 cars up through here, so we just barely managed to get the flight in time before he got overrun with people. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. You got to see a nice train and you got to see a nice water tower. Some pretty scenery, even though not a lot of colors this time of year. We'll see if she comes back after all this and finds her spot. Hope you guys had a very blessed Christmas out there. And I wish you the best of New Year's. Let's hope that it improves for each one of you. And what I want to say is thanks for watching. And follow the golden rule if you can. It's always the best for everybody. Now we're coming down. Let's see if we can get a precision landing on this spot back. Pardon the phone ringing. It forgot to put it on silent, but I'm going to see if I can get a precision landing here real quick. Come on back in there. This is what you get for doing your editing later. Disregard that guy standing there. You just know it. And there we go. Camera down. Stay safe, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the content. We'll try to get some more out there for you soon. Looks like it's going to land right back on the mat. Camera up. And we'll see if we can get a precision landing. And I'm sure we're going to here any second. And there we go. Boom. Thank you.